maybe it's a good time to patron ask a question. Well, you know, people were saying, hey man, there's just so much divergence, bullish divergence going on with like Link. Right? I'm like, Link, how could Link be showing bullish divergence when it's making higher lows in the short term? And that's when it's like, all right, I said, hey, you can't do that. You can't have that. And so pretty much, right? The only way you can make bullish divergence is if you make a low on price, and you make a lower low on price. All right. Okay, low on price, lower low on price. Oscillator, where you spike on price, and then you dump with the price. So you're making on, say, your oscillator, right? The same low, and then you make a higher low. Okay, so this is bullish divergence, right? Oscillator price. And so what is convergence? Well, I guess we could do bullish convergence, where you make a low on price, and then you make a higher low on price, and then your oscillator pretty much mimics it, right? Where you have a low on price, a higher low on price, your oscillator's a low, and it makes a higher low as well, right? So that's your that's the difference between divergence and convergence, right? But then you can have you know, hidden divergence, which is you know, there's classic and there's classic divergence, and then there's like hidden divergence, right? So let's say, for instance, on your price, you make a, let's see, you got the tool, okay, perfect. All right, you make a low on price, you make a higher low on price, but then your oscillator makes a low on price, makes a lower low on price, right? So you've got a higher low, but then you somehow make a lower low on your oscillator, like your RSI, like lower levels of relative strength, right? A low on relative strength in the lower levels, right? And that's hidden bullish divergence when you do that, man. All right. A little more. All right. So it's hidden bullish divergence, and we're about to do hidden bearish divergence too. Hidden bearish divergence, a little different. Okay. So it's where you make a high on price, you make a lower high on price, right? And then your oscillator, you make a high on your oscillator, and then you make a higher high on your oscillator, right? So this is hidden bearish divergence. I guess to not confuse people, make it red for dead, right? Okay, so here's your hidden bullish divergence, where you make a low on price, a higher low on price, and then your oscillator, or your momentum or relative strength, or stochastic. I mean, there's multiple oscillators that exist out there besides the RSI and the MACD that also that show divergence, right? So, okay, this is the main thing to take from this: the higher low, but then the lower low on the oscillator, and then hidden bearish divergence is a lower low on price with a higher level of relative strength or momentum. Okay, and here's just classic bullish divergence, right? And then here's convergence. Okay, and then, you know, I've done other things, other education segments where we go over all the different forms of bullish divergence, right, and whatever. So hopefully you got something out of this chat. Can you hear me? Anyone?